on campus?
Division III in athletics, affords students the opportunity not only to participate in intercollegiate athletics at a competitive level, but also gives them the opportunity to, engage in the other interests in their campus and in their lives outside of that sport and outside of the academics on the campus.
And to have opportunity to have time to join clubs and being able to play basketball, it allows you to just be able to do everything you want to do. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Good evening, folks, and thanks for joining us tonight on the Alverno Sports Network. Tonight we have the visiting Illinois Institute of Technology Scarlet Hawks taking on the host Alverno College Inferno. The Hawks come into tonight with a 1-10 record, while the Inferno are at 6-2 overall, off to one of their best starts in school history. Let's quick go through the starters. First for the visiting Hawks, a 5'2 guard, a sophomore guard from Poland, number 1, Adriana Marin. Joining her at guard, a 5'3 senior from Chicago, Michelle Areola. The third guard for the Scarlet Hawks, a 5'9 senior from St. Charles, Missouri, number 31, Lauren Capiano. And in the post for the Scarlet Hawks, number 22, Liliana Vieira, a 5'7 senior forward from Honolulu, Hawaii. And number 45, Kayla Wataka, a 5'7 freshman from Chicago. And you are familiar with the starters for Alverno. The 5 seniors started all 8 games thus far for the Inferno. Anna Mateva, number 10, a 5'7 senior from La Crosse. Kristen Spearsnyder at the point, a 5'8 senior from New Franken, Wisconsin. Also at guard, Ashley Berry, a 5'8 senior from West Ellis, Wisconsin. And in the post for the Inferno, Jamie Hornke, number 20, 5'10 senior from Mount Horeb. And Devin Gorman, number 24, a 5'9 senior from Mosinee, Wisconsin. If you've watched any Alverno games, I'm sure you're familiar with all 5 of those players. Inferno, coached by Coach Brad Duckworth in his 7th season, while visiting Illinois Tech, it's coached by Usha Gilmore in her 1st season. It's actually the 1st season for the women's basketball program at Illinois Tech for quite a few years. They had a little hiatus with the program, and I think this is their 1st team in about 5 years. They already picked up 1 win this season, so not too shabby for not having a program for a few years. And the officials tonight quickly: Jason Nate, Danita Lee Johnson, and Nick Losiero. And let's get it started here. And the Scarlet Hawks control the tip. And before the shot, the official had the travel call, so the Inferno will take possession and also get the possession arrow. This is a second meeting between the teams this year. Gorman's blocked down low. The Inferno actually opened their season down in Chicago at Tech, and they pulled out an 83-27 victory. Not too common though, where you see non-conference foes match up twice in the regular season, but that's the way it works out this year for the Inferno. Looks like the Hawks coach wants a foul on that before the travel. Ill-advised pass by Bateva there. Still scoreless, about a minute into the game. Hornkey unable to haul that one in, so it'll go out of bounds and the Hawks will keep the ball. And a kick is called. No change to the shot clock, still above 15. It's at 16 seconds. Hawks will try another inbound play. Nearly stolen by Bateva, but the Hawks keep possession. And Hornkey hauls in the missed shot. Barry in the middle of the lane, and it's good. The first 2 points of the game. Minute and a half into the game, the Inferno leads 2-0. Barry had a nice game on Monday at Concordia, Wisconsin. Unfortunately, the Inferno lost to the Falcons, who are undefeated this year, 9-0, I believe. The Inferno took them to overtime, but were unable to pull out the upset there. The Hawks drive all the way and around the Inferno defense, but pulls it back out, shot up, and the Inferno with the rebound. Spearschneider looking to go, kicks it to Hornkey down low, and scores. 4-0 Inferno. And the Hawks are called for an offensive foul, as Bataka is whistled for the foul. And a bit of a push there on Tech's number 10, Areola. That's her first foul. Will be the second on the Hawks in about the last 20 seconds. Checking in for the Hawks, 32, Kiera Heron. She'll replace Botaka. And another hand check called on the Hawks. This time Capiano is whistled for the foul. That's now the third foul in about the last 30 seconds on the Hawks. Barry looked at a three, but Drives in for a nice short jumper and makes it 2 for 2 now for Barry. And the Inferno leads 6-0, about 3 minutes into the game. Although the Inferno blew out the Hawks last time they met down in Chicago, the Hawks were missing their leading scorer for that game. I believe she had some academic commitments that she couldn't miss that night. Nice pass from Gorman to Hornkey. As the Inferno take an 8-0 lead. But Capiano did not play in that game, and she's averaging a double-double for the Hawks, 14.5 points and 11 rebounds a game. So we'll see what kind of difference she can make for them tonight, as she nearly turns it over. And unfortunately, your point guard, Marin, did right there. So the Inferno take control again. The 8-0 lead, 16:15 to play in the first. Very nice pass to Hornkey, and she converts. Inferno have not taken a shot outside about 9 feet thus far in the game. And they're up 10-0. Hawks finally get one in down low. Capiano has a layup, but Gorman's right there to pressure, and Capiano can't convert. Spearschneider with the fast break finds Hornkey, and it's good. And it's a timeout by the Hawks. With 15:27 to play, the Inferno leads 12-0. So we'll be back after this break.
When you get your graduate degree, you'll receive a piece of paper, which is great if all you want is a piece of paper. But if it says Alverno College, you're looking at so much more than paper in a frame. You're looking at the achievement of someone who has a high threshold for being challenged. You're looking at proof of someone who has a focus and drive that is unyielding, someone who actually wanted to learn. Alverno College offers a combination of education and real-world experience unlike any other college. When you get a degree from Alverno, you're not just learning from books. You're learning to apply that newfound knowledge to solve real problems. After all, if you're going to invest in yourself, what you should expect in return is a graduate degree with the substance to truly alter your future. Alverno offers master's degrees in nursing, community psychology, education, and business, including an MBA. Classes are offered every other weekend and are open to women and men. To find out more about investing in you, visit alverno.edu.
And we're back. This is Josh Larson, SID of the Inferno, filling in for Rhino tonight. Could not be with us, but that'll probably be the last one he misses the rest of the season, so you only have to deal with me once this year. The Inferno lead 12-0 with 15:27 to play. As the Inferno put the press on here. Last time they played the Scarlet Hawks, they forced the Hawks into 28 turnovers. Had 17 steals in the game. The Hawks are working the clock. Capiano puts one up, hits the front of the rim, no good, but rebounded. And Vieira cannot convert for the Hawks. Still looking for their first basket, while the Inferno have made all but one of their shots thus far. They get it down in the post again, and Hornkey makes it, and the foul. Nice pass by Barry there. Tex Heron, number 32, is going to be whistled for the foul. That'll be her first of the game, and she's coming out as well. Spataka comes back in for her. Hornke goes to the line to try to complete the three-point play. And it's a miss, but Gorman with the offensive rebound. And Barry will kick it back out to Spearschneider to reset the offense. And Spearschneider throws it to either the official or the fan sitting in the stands over there. But it's Tech's ball. Clarissa Lugo coming in for the Scarlet Hawks. She's replacing Vieira. See if she can help out with the pressure here that the Inferno are putting on. And out of bounds, the Inferno, I think Hornke touched that while she was out of bounds, so the ball will stay with the Scarlet Hawks. Checking in for the Inferno, in for Batava, number 13, Tessa Mersberger, the rookie out of Stoughton, Wisconsin, just outside of Madison. She comes in and fouls Capuano, who converts for the Hawks' first points of the game. That's the first foul by the Inferno and the first hoop for the Scarlet Hawks. Capuano will try to convert now at the line. And it's good. 14-3, the Inferno lead. Again, their leading scorer, Capuano, was not able to suit up against the Inferno the last time they played an opening night of the season. And Barry nearly turns it over, but a jump ball keeps it with the Inferno. Shot clock at 18, just under 14 to play here. And Spearschneider finds Barry, fouled, and it's good. Marin called for the foul. That's her first of the game. It's the fifth on the Scarlet Hawks. Barry will try to convert for her 7th point of the game. She has 6 already. Hornke already has 10. And she gets it. And Barry will take a quick break as rookie center Molly McKiska checks in. The 6-footer out of Chautauqua, Wisconsin. And the Inferno keep the press on, but the Hawks deal with it quickly. And Marin, top of the key, fires up a 3, but no good. McKiska with the rebound right away. As soon as she checks into the game, she's contributing. You know, the rookie post players for the Inferno have done a great job. They don't get a lot of minutes, but when they're in there, the 5, 10, 15 minutes they get every game, it's worthwhile. As Skiba checks in for Gorman. Hannah Skiba, the rookie forward out of Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. If you take a look at the stats for the freshman post players and look at them on a per minute average instead of a per game average, it's pretty outstanding as Hornke is whistled for an offensive foul. (17-3), 13:20 to play. And now the Hawks are whistled for an offensive foul. It's Pataka's second foul of the game, second offensive foul. And looks like she'll be coming out. Vieira back in to replace her. And the Inferno stay with their game plan. Kick it in down low. Nice pass from Spearschneider. And Hornke converts for her 12th point of the contest. Just 7 minutes into it. She keeps up this pace. she will have a career night, school record night, you name it. Looks like Lugo didn't know she was open there and kicked it back out. But Capuano is whistled for a travel. Lugo was wide open there, but didn't realize it, had her back to the basket. Could have had it easy too, but it's a turnover on the Hawks. And Hornky's fouled. Lugo called for the foul. That's her first, and it's the 7th on Tech, so Hornky heads the line for 1 and 1. Ugadala checks in for the Hawks. And it's a miss. Inferno has struggled on Monday night in their overtime loss to Concordia Chicago. Shot under 50% from the line in the game, and those points really hurt them in an overtime contest. As Spearschneider takes the pass coast to coast, but misses. McKiska can't hang on to the board. And Skibbo finds Hornky down low for another layup for the Inferno. They now lead 21-3. Hornky with 14 points. 7 of 8 on the night. And that one's thrown out of bounds by the Scarlet Hawks. Checking in for the Inferno, Gorman back in the game. And 33, rookie forward out of South Milwaukee, Katie Bartlett, makes her first appearance tonight. So the Inferno with the twin towers, a 6-footer and a 6'1" post player in at the same time. See if they can take advantage of their height. Merceberger fires up a 3 from the corner, no good, and the Hawks haul in the rebound. Looks like Gasol couldn't quite hang on to the ball there. Vieira couldn't quite hang on to the ball there, but Inferno tipped it, so it'll stay with the Scarlet Hawks. And a travel is called. "30-second timeout, Inferno." We'll be right back. "21-3, Alverno leads Illinois Tech. 11:01 to play. Quick 30-second timeout by Coach Duckworth. Want to reorganize. You have 4 freshmen out there playing for the Inferno right now, along with Gorman, the senior, the lone senior on the floor right now for the Inferno, as Merceberger brings up the ball. Gorman taking the ball to the rack, no good, and it'll stay with the Inferno. 16 on the shot clock. Gorman couldn't hit the rim on that one. And Gorman drives this time, still can't hit it. Will stay with the Inferno. 11 now on the shot clock. And the refs conferring that it did or did not hit the rim. And they say no, I don't think it did either. Merceberger brings it out top. 5 left on the clock. Finds Skib out on the wing. Down to Bartlett. Bartlett can't hit the rim. It'll go to the Hawks. Shot clock violation on the Inferno. Got a lot of good shots there. The Inferno, 3 within about 2 feet of the basket, but just couldn't hit the rim. Bartlett had to force that one up with not much time remaining on the clock, so can't fault the effort, just the execution.
Keep going! Keep going!
Capiano drives, puts up a mid-range jumper, no good. McKiska with the board. Merceberger looks to push, finds Bartlett on the break, but a travel is called. And the Inferno bring back the 4 seniors who are on the bench. The 5 starters are back out there for the Inferno. 10 minutes exactly left to play. The Inferno lead 21-3. The Hawks just have not got much going. 1 of 12 from the floor so far. Capuano looks inside. Vieira turns it over. Steal by Barry. Spearschneider looks to push. Takes it all the way to the rim, but can't convert. 4th straight layup the Inferno have missed. After starting out, I believe 7 of 8 to start the game, they've missed their last 4. Now 10 of 18 overall on the game. Marin puts it up, no good, but Tavo hauls in the board. Spear looks to push, finds Hornke. Hornke, she converts. Nice pass by Spear, great finish by Hornke. It's her 16th point. Hornke led the Inferno in scoring last time they played the Hawks. She had 19 in that game, 6 of 10 from the floor. She might surpass that total by the end of the first half. 8 and 9 from the floor for her tonight already. As Spear steals the ball, looks for Barry. Barry can't handle it. And that'll be a jump ball. Tex ball. Lugo checks back in for the Hawks. It's the 4th turnover of the night for the Inferno. Capuano puts up a nice left-handed hook shot, and it's in. 23-5, the Inferno now lead. Spearschneider finds Mateva, left wing, puts up the 3, no good. And hauled in by Marin. Marin looks to run, but the Inferno get back on defense quickly. About a 1-on-4 there, and she wisely pulls it out. And I believe Gorman is whistled for the 3rd Inferno foul of the game. And we'll be back after this short break.
Are you happy with your job? For comparison's sake, I'm going to name some jobs to compare to your job. See if any of these jobs are better. Chief Nursing Officer, U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Radiation Biophysicist at Massachusetts General Hospital. Award-winning author. Senior VP and General Counsel of Assurant Health. Chief of the Madison Fire Department. Executive Director of the Brewers Community Foundation. While these jobs may seem like they're all over the board, they actually all have one thing in common. All of these jobs have been held by graduates of Alverno College. And that should tell you something about the value of an Alverno education, whether you're a woman considering an undergraduate degree or a man or woman considering a master's degree.
So if you've been wondering whether a college degree is worth it, or if it might be worth it to get your MBA, we believe we can prove that it is. At least, it's worth it at Alverno. For more proof, visit alverno.edu.
And we're back. Josh Larson here in a frigid Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but nice and cozy in here in Reiman Gymnasium. Alverno leads 23-5 with 7:26 to play. It'll be Tech's ball under their own hoop. And folks, I apologize for missing it before, but Christian Spearsnyder came into tonight's game just 2 behind Alverno's all-time assist mark, held formerly by Jocelyn Benkowski, who had 234. Spear already has 5 assists on the night, so she is now your new all-time assist leader here at Alverno College. As a 3-second call is made against the Hawks. So congrats to Christian Spearsnyder, who brings the ball up here for the Inferno. And a hand check is called on the Scarlet Hawks here. Areola, it's her second of the game. Spearsnyder will head to the line for a 1-and-1. And misses. Still, the struggles continue for the Inferno. Talked about it before, but they, on Monday against Concordia, they really struggled, and it probably cost them the game. Shot under 50%, while the Falcons shot, I believe, 74% in the game. You know, in close overtime games like that, that's going to be the difference. And the Hawks, Lugo is whistled for the travel. Gorman finds Boteva, throws it up, hits the underside of the backboard. And Tech takes possession. And Lugo is whistled for another turnover. It's the 15th turnover by the Scarlet Hawks tonight. And for the Inferno, Skiba returns to the lineup. And rookie Katie Jones, number 11, out of Milwaukee, Bradley Tech High School, checks in for the first time tonight. And the rookies try to connect, but couldn't convert and turn it over. The Inferno now with 5 turnovers on the night. Nice move, but blocked by Hornkey. Vieira had a nice fake to the middle, came back to the left, but Hornkey was right there. Blocked the ball, and the jump ball goes to Alverno. Areola checks back in for the Hawks. And did not see the call there. It's either a travel or a 3-second call. I missed it. Nonetheless, Tech's ball. Capiano has a ball on the right wing, dribbling, kicks it back out top. Capiano, wow, nice move. Can't convert, but is fouled. I believe it's after the shot. Hornkey pushed her in the back. She's whistled for the foul. So Tech retains possession. And Capiano goes strong to the hoop and is fouled. Skiba is called for the foul. It's her first of the game, 5th for the Inferno. Capiano heads to the line for 2 shots. Makes the first. Bartlett back in for the Inferno. She'll replace Hornkey. Capiano has all 6 of the Hawks points so far. Scoreboard says 5, but I believe they have 6 points now. As Spear fires off a 3 is short. Inferno have gotten away from their inside game, and the Hawks take advantage, get the rebound. Areola converts on the fast break layup. Just the second Hawk to score tonight. Capiana had all their points before that layup. Nearly turned over by the Inferno again. 6 left on the shot clock. Spear fires up a 3, short again, and the Inferno will keep possession. The Hawks knocked it out of bounds. Batavian Gorman checked back in for Jones and Berry. Inferno lead 23-8, 4:07 left to play in the first. Fresh shot clock. Skiba finds Gorman. Gorman takes the mid-range jumper, no good. Boteva with the board. Back to Gorman. Gorman drives in this time, converts on the easy layup. It's her first points of the night. The Inferno's leading scorer was 0 for 4, but finally converts for the 17-point Alverno lead. And Lugo fires up a long jumper, but can't hit anything. And the Inferno take over. Iguodala checks back in for the Scarlet Hawks. As Lugo takes a seat. Boteva, top of the key, 3, no good. Bartlett with the board, back up, and makes it. Her first points of the game. Inferno 0 for 4 from 3, but they're making a countdown low. Long 3-pointer from Marin. No good. And a foul called on the Hawks on the rebound there. Loose ball foul. Iguodala whistled. That's her first of the game. It's a 9th team foul, so Gorman will head to the line for a 1-and-1. And she makes that one. You know, I talked about the Inferno struggles from the line, but they're good free throw shooting team. Gorman, 69% career free throw shooter. Makes them both this trip. She struggled. I think she was 2 for 6 on Monday night. Nobody really had success from the line for the Inferno on Monday. And a steal by Spearschneider again. Talked about her becoming the all-time assist leader before. She's approaching the all-time steals mark. Still a little bit away. As Skiba finds Bartlett. Nice pass. Inferno now up 23, 31-28. Just 2.5 to play. Nice pass there, but Capuano had a good pass, but Vieira couldn't hang on. Spearschneider forced the jump ball. Ball will stay with the Scarlet Hawks. 15 left on the shot clock. Areola drives to the middle of the lane. And one official had a travel, the other with a foul, and they'll go with the foul. Blocking foul on Boteva. Coach Deltler doesn't like it. Nonetheless, no shot. That's what Coach Stutworth didn't like, I believe. So Scarlet Hawks will take it underneath their own hoop with a fresh shot clock. And they are now whistled for a off-ball foul. Iguodala whistled. It's her second of the game. Gorman nearly turns it over, gets the ball back, and then turns it over on the pass the second time. And Merzberger comes back in and will replace Gorman. Just under 2 to play. Alverno leads 31-8 over Illinois Tech. Capuano drives, blocked by Bartlett. And Spearschneider pulls it out, slows down the offensive attack. Skibba with a 3 from the wing, doesn't hit anything. Out of bounds. Tech's ball. Coach Gilmore looking for the foul on that drive by Capuano, but didn't get it. Vieira, the nice move, nice left hand for the 10th Scarlet Hawks point tonight. 31-10, just under a minute to play. .15 on the shot clock for the Inferno. Merzberger, left wing, fires up the 3, no good. And Capuano with the rebound for Tech. Tech slowing it down. This will probably be their last possession of the half. Marin dribbles, kicks it out. Capuano top of the key. Merzberger blocks her. And that'll be a shot clock violation. 11.9 left. And the Inferno will take a timeout, a full timeout. So we'll be back after this short break.
When you decide to go to college, just who is your competition? Thousands of people chasing A's and B's. But does an A really mean something's the best it can be? At Alverno College, we say, don't look around to see your competition. Look in the mirror. Alverno's combination of education and real-world experience means more than grades. In addition to your major, you'll master 8 abilities. Abilities that empower you to present with confidence, analyze and solve problems, work as part of a team, and eventually lead that team. These are the top skills employers are looking for. Maybe that's why, over the past 3 years, 92% of Alverno grads found a job within 6 months after graduation. So, if you're a woman considering an undergraduate degree, or a man or woman considering a master's degree, you owe it to that person in the mirror to find out more at alverno.edu.
Thanks for joining us tonight. This is Josh Larson filling in for Rhino tonight. Alverno ball. They lead Illinois Tech 31-10. 11.9 seconds left in this first half. Let's see what Coach Duckworth drew up for the Inferno as Spearschneider brings up the ball. Tech looks at trap. Merceberger out to Bateva. Three. Fires it up. No good. Tech with the rebound, and that will do it. As the Inferno, who came out firing, held to just 31 points in the half, but they lead the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks 31-10. We will take a break here. I'll be back with a first half recap, and we'll get into it in the second half. This is Josh Larson on the Alverno Sports Network.
If you're a woman considering investing in a college education, right now you're wondering, is it even worth it? Let's start with, are you worth it? Well, even in the tightest of economic times, it's always smart to invest in yourself. When you do this, no one can hold you back. And on the other hand, if you don't believe in yourself, why would potential employers believe in you? As for, is the tuition worth the investment? Well, that's up to each school to prove. For 3 consecutive years, U.S. News & World Report ranked Alverno College in the top 3 in the Midwest for their strong commitment to teaching. Alverno's smaller class size and uncommon access to faculty make the learning experience feel exclusive and personal. Our approach builds a sense of confidence in every woman. It comes through in every interview, every presentation, in fact, every time you express yourself. Maybe that's why 92% of Alverno grads were employed within 6 months of graduation. So if you believe that you're worth it, we believe we can prove that we are too. For more proof, visit alverno.edu.
Division III schools offer academic scholarships instead of athletic scholarships. This really puts the focus that the student athlete needs to maintain that GPA.
I did receive a non-athletic scholarship upon entering school.
I got the presidential scholarship, which was huge for me.
I think there's more opportunities for academic scholarships in Division III. A lot of people pick schools just based on the sport and don't get that experience.
Being a Division III athlete and developing my leadership skills has definitely put my name out there and helped me get more recognition on campus, but more recognition nationwide. I did win the Jostens Trophy, which is based on leadership, academics, and then how well you do on the court.
I'm also the Schwartz Scholar of my class. Schwartz Scholarship is basically a scholarship that is given to a student who's identified as a likely leader.
At the end of the day, it won't matter how they play on the field, it will matter how they do in the classroom.
When you get your graduate degree, you'll receive a piece of paper, which is great if all you want is a piece of paper. But if it says Alverno College, you're looking at so much more than paper in a frame. You're looking at the achievement of someone who has a high threshold for being challenged. You're looking at proof of someone who has a focus and drive that is unyielding, someone who actually wanted to learn. Alverno College offers a combination of education and real-world experience unlike any other college. When you get a degree from Alverno, you're not just learning from books. You're learning to apply that newfound knowledge to solve real problems. After all, if you're going to invest in yourself, what you should expect in return is a graduate degree with the substance to truly alter your future. Alverno offers master's degrees in nursing, community psychology, education, and business, including an MBA. Classes are offered every other weekend and are open to women and men. To find out more about investing in you, visit alverno.edu.
Division III allows you to be able to give yourself to other things. Not even just participate in them, but really get involved with them if you want to.
There's a lot of interaction. It's not just sitting back, taking notes. You're actually doing hands-on things and better preparing yourself for your major.
Choosing a Division III school, I've had the opportunity to develop my leadership skills and to be more involved on campus.
Division III in athletics affords students the opportunity not only to participate in intercollegiate athletics at a competitive level, but also gives them the opportunity to engage in the other interests in their campus and in their lives outside of that sport and outside of the academics on the campus.
And to have opportunity to have time to join clubs and being able to play basketball, it allows you to just be able to do everything you want to do. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Are you happy with your job? For comparison's sake, I'm going to name some jobs to compare to your job. See if any of these jobs are better. Chief Nursing Officer, U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Radiation Biophysicist at Massachusetts General Hospital. Award-winning author. Senior VP and General Counsel of Assurant Health. Chief of the Madison Fire Department. Executive Director of the Brewers Community Foundation. While these jobs may seem like they're all over the board, they actually all have one thing in common. All of these jobs have been held by graduates of Alverno College. And that should tell you something about the value of an Alverno education, whether you're a woman considering an undergraduate degree or a man or woman considering a master's degree. So if you've been wondering whether a college degree is worth it, or if it might be worth it to get your MBA, we believe we can prove that it is. At least, it's worth it at Alverno. For more proof, visit alverno.edu.
I know sports is important, but having the academic part along with it is a big plus.
I've discovered in myself, a newfound ability to overcome adversity at all different angles.
At a Division III school is really shaped around you developing yourself as a complete individual. The end result in my mind is you just become a very well-rounded person.
Before I came into college, I didn't really think I'd be able to balance so much. It helps a lot that you have a family with your team that can guide you.
With a D3 school, there's a lot of time for other opportunities. The coaches expect a lot of you during soccer, but after soccer, that's your own personal time to really find out who you are and other opportunities that you can pursue.
By balancing all of my interests, basketball, my leadership skills, and academics, I'm able to better prioritize my life and to manage it.
When you decide to go to college, just who is your competition? Thousands of people chasing A's and B's. But does an A really mean something's the best it can be? At Alverno College, we say, don't look around to see your competition. Look in the mirror. Alverno's combination of education and real-world experience means more than grades. In addition to your major, you'll master 8 abilities. Abilities that empower you to present with confidence, analyze and solve problems, work as part of a team, and eventually lead that team. These are the top skills employers are looking for. Maybe that's why, over the past 3 years, 92% of Alverno grads found a job within 6 months after graduation. So, if you're a woman considering an undergraduate degree, or a man or woman considering a master's degree, you owe it to that person in the mirror to find out more at alverno.edu. If you're a woman considering investing in a college education, right now you're wondering, is it even worth it? Let's start with, are you worth it? Well, even in the tightest of economic times, it's always smart to invest in yourself. When you do this, no one can hold you back. And on the other hand, if you don't believe in yourself, why would potential employers believe in you? As for, is the tuition worth the investment? Well, that's up to each school to prove. For 3 consecutive years, U.S. News & World Report ranked Alverno College in the top 3 in the Midwest for their strong commitment to teaching. Alverno's smaller class size and uncommon access to faculty make the learning experience feel exclusive and personal. Our approach builds a sense of confidence in every woman. It comes through in every interview, every presentation, in fact, every time you express yourself. Maybe that's why 92% of Alverno grads were employed within 6 months of graduation. So if you believe that you're worth it, we believe we can prove that we are too. For more proof, visit alverno.edu.
And welcome back. Josh Larson here on the Alverno Sports Network. At halftime, Alverno leads Illinois Tech 31-10. And we'll go over some of the halftime leaders. The Inferno, led by Jamie Hornkey, leads all scorers with 16 points, 8 of 9 from the floor so far. Missed a pair of free throws. Also has 4 rebounds. Ashley Berry, 3 of 3 from the floor, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Has a couple of assists with 7 points. Devin Gorman struggled from the field, 1 of 5, but hit both their free throws. Also tied with Hornkey with 4 rebounds to lead the Inferno. Katie Bartlett, 2 of 3 from the floor, has 4 points, pair of rebounds in just 7 minutes. And Kristen Spearschneider, 0 of 4 from the floor tonight, but has 5 assists. And with her third of the night, surpassed Jocelyn Minkowski as Alverno's all-time assist leader. Defensively, she also has a game-high 3 steals. For the Scarlet Hawks, Lauren Capuano leads the team with a 2 of 9 shooting performance, hit 2 of 3 free throws, and has 6 of their 10 points. Michelle Areola has a hoop, as well as Vieira has the other 2 points for the Scarlet Hawks. Sorry about that, folks. So I think Capuano leads the team. She has 6 points, also has a game-high 6 rebounds for the Scarlet Hawks. The Inferno pounded the ball inside early on, got up to a quick 20-3 lead, but went away from that a little bit towards the end of the second half. They're 0 of 8 from 3 now, but 14 of 31 from the field for a 45% mark. The struggles continue from the free throw line, 3 of 6 in the first half, as they shot under 50% Monday night in the overtime loss to Concordia, Wisconsin. The Inferno holds a slight rebounding edge on the Scarlet Hawks, 20-19. But they hold the turnover advantage. They committed 7 turnovers in the first half, while the Scarlet Hawks committed 17. Scarlet Hawks struggled from shooting. They were just 4 of 22 from the floor for 18%. 0 of 4 from 3. Have yet to see a three-pointer in this game. And Capuano got all 3 trips to the free throw line for the Scarlet Hawks and was 2 of 3. And just about a minute from the start of the second half here, the Inferno had 10 players see the floor in the first half. In addition to the starters, Katie Jones, Tessa Mersberger, Hannah Skibba, Katie Bartlett, Molly McKiska, all rookies, saw some action for the Inferno. And if you're looking forward to attending the Inferno's next couple games, I hope you have your plane tickets already, as the Inferno fly out tomorrow morning down to St. Petersburg, Florida, for the St. Petersburg Classic. On Friday, they'll take on Randolph College, the 3 p.m. Eastern Time tip, and they'll follow that up on Saturday against the University of Dubuque, a 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time tip. Won't be back in Wisconsin until January 3rd, where they'll host Bethany Lutheran College. That's a 6 p.m. tip. So you have a couple of weeks before you catch the Inferno back here in Milwaukee. As we start the second half here, Inferno ball. They lead 31-10. As Hornke can't hold on to the Spear-Schneider pass. 8th turnover of the game for Alverno. Uncharacteristically, I believe they lead the league in turnovers per game, just over 10. Areola gets the first hoop of the second half for the Scarlet Hawks. 31-12 now. And we have an off-ball foul. Wataka is whistled. That's her third foul of the game. And Capiano makes a steal, throws it off Wateva. The Hawks take possession. Nice hustle by Capiano. And a nice Gorman bats away the pass. Hornke controls it. Spear brings it up and pulls it back out. Bateva looking inside to Gorman. Gorman finds Hornke. Can't convert. And the Inferno still looking for the first points of the second half. 31-12, 18:35 to go. Alverno looked sharp early on, but have since struggled shooting the ball. Capiano drives to the hole, gets her on board, back up, and good. 4-0 run to start the second half for the Hawks. Barry finds Hornke, right block, is blocked. No, a foul is called. Vieira is whistled for the foul. It's her first of the game, second on the Hawks this half. Hornke heads to the line for two. Makes the first. Hornke, a 66% career free throw shooter. Shooting just under 64% this season. And she misses a second. But 17, a game high 17 points for Hornke. A lot of time left in this game. Drive is missed by Areola. The Inferno come back, and Bateva, with the first three of the night, converts. And the first field goal for the Inferno this half. And the Hawks want to match it, and they do. Marin matches Bateva with a deep three. And the scoring's picking up. Bateva finds Hornke on the left block, and she converts for her 19th point of the night. And foul, I believe Barry got a piece of Vieira's arm. Vieira will head to the line for two. And she misses the first. Scarlet Hawks now 2 of 4 from the free throw line on the night. Second is good. 37-18, Alverno leads. Just under 17 minutes to go. And Spear-Snyder is fouled. A hand check on Ariola. It's her third foul of the night. The new emphasis from the NCAA Rules Committee this year is that second hand, the second arm on the player. Batavo fires up another three, no good. Ariola at the board for the Hawks. And Hornke runs right into her. Whistled for the Alverno foul. It's her third of the night. The game's leading scorer has 19. And she'll stay in with her third foul. 16 and a half to go here in the second half. Capuano looks right, goes back left, kicks it back out. Ariola back to Capuano. Back to Marin. And no, a travel is called. Vieira couldn't hang on to the ball. Got it kind of caught between her thigh and her forearm and traveled with the ball. Nice pass by Spear, finds Hornke, who is fouled. And the Hawks Vieira is whistled. That's her second foul tonight. And we have a timeout. We'll be back after this.
Wondering, is it even worth it? Let's start with, are you worth it? Well, even in the tightest of economic times, it's always smart to invest in yourself. When you do this, no one can hold you back. And on the other hand, if you don't believe in yourself, why would potential employers believe in you? As for, is the tuition worth the investment? Well, that's up to each school to prove. For 3 consecutive years, U.S. News & World Report ranked Alverno College in the top 3 in the Midwest for their strong commitment to teaching. Alverno's smaller class size and uncommon access to faculty make the learning experience feel exclusive and personal. Our approach builds a sense of confidence in every woman. It comes through in every interview, every presentation, in fact, every time you express yourself. Maybe that's why 92% of Alverno grads were employed within 6 months of graduation. So if you believe that you're worth it, we believe we can prove that we are too. For more proof, visit alverno.edu.
And just after the timeout was called, the Illinois Tech bench was whistled for a technical foul. So the Inferno get 2 free shots. Batavo will take the technical free throws. First one's good. Inferno now lead by 20. And Batava hits the second. Point of interruption before the technical foul was called. We'll go back to the free throws for the foul on the shot attempt. So Hornke will step to the line, try to add to her game high 19 points. And makes the first one. Shooter's touch on that, back of the rim, spun back and back down the cylinder. And makes the second or 21st point of the game. And a travel is called on the Scarlet Hawks. Schneider brings it up, just under 16 to play. The Inferno lead 41-18. The Inferno will continue to look inside, and Hornkey is fouled before she can get a shot off. Vieira commits the foul. It's her third of the game. 30-second call out called by Coach Duckworth, so we'll keep it right here. And Illinois Tech has a couple of subs in here. Heron and Botaka check back in for the Scarlet Hawks. This is the second of the Inferno's 4 games this week. They lost to Concordia, Wisconsin in overtime on Monday. And we'll play a pair of games on this weekend, Friday and Saturday, down in St. Petersburg, Florida, as Gorman is fouled on the inbound. She'll head to the line for a pair of shots. Gorman with 4 points on the night so far. Makes it 5. We'll look to make it 6. And a lane violation. Tava tried to get in on the lane, but Gorman already had the ball. Can't do that. And a nice look. Ariola finds Bataka for the easy 2. Nice pass. Lead is just 22 for the Inferno. And Barry turns it over. Capiano with the steal. Turnover by the Hawks. Gorman with the steal, and Spearsteiner will slow it down. Spearsteiner finds Gorman inside, and she's fouled. Bataka will be whistled. That will be her 5th foul. So Bataka will fall out of the game. And as you heard Coach Gilmore, 14:37 left to play. Bataka played just 7 minutes. Had a hoop, 1 for 1 from the floor, 2 turnovers and a steal, and of course the 5 fouls. That'll end her night as Gorman misses the first free throw. Misses the second. So the free throw shooting struggles continue for the Inferno. Pass nearly picked off. And Batava comes down with the rebound. Spearschneider looking to run. Finds Gorman on the left wing. Gorman drives to the hole. Can't convert. Capuano with the Hawks rebound. A long, deep 3 from Marin. No good. And Bateva is fouled, loose ball foul. Capuano whistled for her second foul of the night. Taryn checks back in for Tech. Bateva will go to the line. It's a 19th foul on the Hawks, so 1-1. Try for Bateva. First one no good. Spear with the rebound. And the point guard will bring it out top, reset the offense. Spear drives, right-handed layup, no good. Inferno are just not converting the second half. And the Hawks look to run. And Hawks take advantage of a loose ball foul this time. Barry is whistled for the Inferno. That's her second of the game. Third team foul for the Inferno of the half. Capuano drives, right hand, hits the bottom of the rim, gets her own board. Back up again, and is fouled. Gorman whistled for the Inferno foul. It's her second of the game as Capiana heads to the line for a pair of foul shots. First one, it's in front of the rim, no good. Hawks leading scorer will get another try. Has 8 points for the Hawks so far. 9 rebounds, game high 9 rebounds. Second one short as well, and Gorman grabs the board. 42-20, just over 13 to go. Alverno looking to extend their lead. As Hornkey is fouled. Hard foul. Heron whistled for the foul. And Hornkey slowly gets up, slowly heads to the line, but says she's okay. She'll shoot a pair. First one misses. Hornkey, 9 of 11 from the floor, but just 3 of 7 from the line now. But she converts on the second for her 22nd point of the night. And the Inferno get some fresh bodies out there. Hornkey and Spearschneider will be joined now by Mersberger, Skibba, Bartlett. And nice steal by Hornkey on the press. And a left-handed layup is good. 45-20 Alverno, just under 13 to go. The Inferno keep the press on. Capiano trying to break it herself. Does. Hawks push. Quick shot, no good. Capiano with the offensive board. Fouled and good. Bartlett whistled for the foul. And that's Capiano's 10th point of the game. She'll head to the line, try to make it 11. Misses. Offensive rebound. Which is good by Vieira. 4 straight points for the Hawks. As I said early in the broadcast, Capiano was unable to suit up in that first game between the Inferno and Hawks, and she's certainly making a difference tonight. Just a rebound away from a double-double. and that one is over the backboard. Alverno ball. Nice rebound there by Heron, but couldn't hang on to the hoop, and it just slipped up over the backside of the board. Tech already just 3 points away from their point total in the last meeting. They had 27 in that game. They have 24 already with 11 and a half to go. Merceberger fires up a three. Good. The Inferno needed that one. They extend their lead to 24 points. It's the rookie out of Stoughton. Hits the Inferno's just second three of the night. And I think they're going to get McKiska with the block there, and they do. It's her first foul. 16 foul. Little confusion there. One ref had her shooting, the other two did not. I don't think she got the ball up, as they get an inbound play instead of a free throw. (24-48), 11:10 to go here in Reiman Gymnasium. The Inferno look to extend their lead. Spearschneider with a three. Can she make one? No. Skibble with the board. And they kick it back out. Spearschneider will reset the offense for Alverno. Hornke drives. Can't convert. Capuano with the board. Hawks look to push. Marin can't find the hoop, and Spearschneider turns it over. Checking in for the Inferno. Gorman checks back in, as well as number 14, rookie out of New Berlin, Eisenhower, Eleni Giannopoulos, 5'8" freshman guard, making her first appearance tonight. And the Inferno keep the press on. Spear with the foul, and is fouled with the steal, excuse me, is fouled hard. We'll get a pair of free throws. Marin called for the foul. It's her second of the game. Spear looking for her first points of the night. Converts on the first free throw attempt. 0-6 from the field tonight. And misses the second. Inferno now 11-20 from the free throw line on the night. Long, deep three from Marin, no good. Mersberger with the board. Spear gets it, looks to push. Drives to the right side of the hoop, lays it up, no good. Gorman with the rebound, and she is fouled. Capuano whistled for the foul. That's her third of the game. Gorman will go to the line for two. Gorman makes the first. Barry checks in, gives Spearschneider a break. 50-24, just under 10 to play. And Gorman misses the second, and loose ball, the Hawks pick it up. Capiano with her 11th rebound of the game. They push. Mid-range jumper is short. Giannopoulos with the board. Merzberger looks to push. Gorman is whistled for the travel. 13th turnover by the Inferno tonight. Really uncharacteristic of the Inferno. Had a tough loss on Monday night and perhaps a little hangover from it as well. As Tech gets the ball, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Fires up a shot from the left, doesn't hit anything. Barry looks to push. Kiska gets it inside, no good, gets her own board, and loses it, and a jump ball is called. Hawks ball. Heron checks back in for the Hawks. If she gives Casol a break. The Inferno with some light pressure, full court pressure. Three-second violation, shot no good. Heron got the ball, kicked it back out, but did not reset herself outside the lane. Easy call, two officials had it. Kristen Edmonds checks in for Alverno. Her first appearance of the night. Gorman inside is fouled. I believe that'll be Capiano, that's her fourth. And that's a big one for the Hawks. Got 10 points and 15 rebounds for the Hawks. Gorman makes the first. And the second as well. 8 points now for the Inferno's season leading scorer. 6 of 9 from the line tonight for Gorman. And a hand check whistled. Merzberger called for the foul. That's the team's 7th. And before free throws coming out, we'll take a short break. Be right back. This is Josh Larson on the Alverno Sports Network.
Are you happy with your job? For comparison's sake, I'm going to name some jobs to compare to your job. See if any of these jobs are better. Chief Nursing Officer, U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Radiation biophysicist at Massachusetts General Hospital. Award-winning author. Senior VP and General Counsel of Assurant Health. Chief of the Madison Fire Department. Executive Director of the Brewers Community Foundation. While these jobs may seem like they're all over the board, they actually all have one thing in common. All of these jobs have been held by graduates of Alverno College. And that should tell you something about the value of an Alverno education. Whether you're a woman considering an undergraduate degree or a man or woman considering a master's degree. So if you've been wondering whether a college degree is worth it, or if it might be worth it to get your MBA, we believe we can prove that it is. At least, it's worth it at Alverno. For more proof, visit alverno.edu.
And we're back on the Alverno Sports Network. Alverno leads 52-24, 7:55 to play here. Illinois Tech will be at the free throw line for a pair of shots. A bonus try. Marin steps to the line. No good. Rebounded by Barry. Mersberger bringing the ball up the court, taking over the duties for Spear Schneider while she takes a break. And Gorman can't hang on. Tech looks to break. And now the Hawks can't hang on to the ball. And McKiska is fouled. Heron is fouled, or called for the foul. They'll send McKiska the line for a pair. McKiska has been on the line twice this year, 1 of 2 so far. No problem with the first. Nor with the second. The Inferno now lead. 54-24, 7:20 to play. And right in front of me, Capiano turns it over. Coach Gilmore was not too happy about that non-call, but Mersberger turns it over. Capiano drives and hits it from the left side. Easy two. It's her 12th point of the game. Barry gets stuck, gets it down to Gorman down low, no good. And McKiska with the board, Mersberger up and good. Count it. Areola whistled for the foul. Back in for the Inferno, Skiba, Hornkey, and Spearschneider give Gorman, Barry, and McKiska a break. Mersberger heads to the line, trying to make it a 3-point play. And she does. And Bateva will give Mersberger a break. Tech has no problem with Alverno's pressure there. Fires up a quick two, no good. Spear with the rebound. 6:30 to go. Hornkey down low is fouled on the post entry. Vieira fouled. That's her 4th of the game. Double bonus for the Inferno, so Hornkey will shoot a pair. Hornkey makes the first. Jennifer Totten, the junior transfer, checking in for the Inferno, gives Edmonds a break. And Hornkey makes it, her 26th point of the game, ties her career high, which she set just a couple weeks ago in a triple overtime game at Concordia, Chicago. As the sloppiness continues. And Capiana travels. The 29th turnover by the Scarlet Hawks tonight. Alverno working the ball. Spearschneider back to the table, left wing, fires up a three. That's off the mark. Marin with the rebound. Capiano fires up a three, no good. Taunton with the board. Spearschneider looks to run. Drives left, goes right, doesn't hit anything. And Capiano pulls down another board, her 16th of the game. Long three by Marin, good. It's the second time she's hit from deep, well beyond, about 4 or 5 feet behind the three. Cuts the lead back to 30. Skiba from down low fires the spear out top. Totten turns it over. Hawks look to run. And convert. Areola makes it 29-31. Excuse me, 59-31. 4.5 to play. Taunton nearly turns it over again. Into Hornkey before the shot. And that'll be Capiano's 5th foul of the game. Great night by Capiano. Finishes with a double-double. 12 points, 5 of 15 from the floor, 2 of 6 from the line. Has a game-high 16 rebounds. I don't think anyone will catch up to that the rest of the way. As Hornkey misses the first of 2 free throws. One more point, and she will have a new career scoring high. And gets it there. 27 points for the senior forward from Mount Horeb, Wisconsin. And she steps on the sideline. Coach Gilmore wanted the blocking foul, but did not get it. As Areola steps on the sideline. Skiba finds Hornkey, puts it up, and good. 29 points for the senior forward. Timeout Tech. This will be a full timeout. We'll be back after this.
When you decide to go to college, just who is your competition? Thousands of people chasing A's and B's. But does an A really mean something's the best it can be? At Alverno College, we say, don't look around to see your competition. Look in the mirror. Alverno's combination of education and real-world experience means more than grades. In addition to your major, you'll master 8 abilities. Abilities that empower you to present with confidence, analyze and solve problems, work as part of a team, and eventually lead that team. These are the top skills employers are looking for. Maybe that's why, over the past 3 years, 92% of Alverno grads found a job within 6 months after graduation. So, if you're a woman considering an undergraduate degree, or a man or woman considering a master's degree, you owe it to that person in the mirror to find out more at alverno.edu.
Josh Larson back here on the Alverno Sports Network. Alverno leads 62-31, 4:39 to play here in the second half over Illinois Tech. Inferno come on the zone. Long three again by Marin, no good, but the Hawks retain possession with the offensive rebound. And Tech matches with a zone of their own as Taunton throws it away. Both teams very sloppy tonight. 30 turnovers by the Scarlet Hawks, 18 by the Inferno. No good. And rebounded by Giannopoulos, who is fouled. Heron whistled for the foul. That's her fourth. Giannopoulos heads to the line for a pair of shots. Her first trip to the line this season. Misses the first. And the second. Alverno now just 20 of 33 from the line tonight, just over the 60% mark. And Hornkey, I believe, is whistled for the hold, which she is. That'll be her fourth foul of the game. See what Coach Duckworth decides to do. And the free throw is banked in. By Heron. You don't see that often, not on a free throw. Second one no good, Hornkey with the rebound. She's fouled. Lugo committed the reach. Hornkey looks to add to her game high 29 points. 7 of 12 from the free throw line tonight. Outstanding 11 of 14 from the floor. And the first one rattles in and out. As Katie Jones checks back in for the Inferno. And that should do it for Spear Schneider on the night. Spear with 7 assists became the all-time assist leader in Alverno history tonight. And Hornkey makes the second, her 30th point. Just the third player in Alverno history to score 30 or more, as Gorman accomplished that feat in the triple overtime win at Concordia, Chicago a couple weeks ago. So Hornkey joins her teammate, fellow senior forward. Alverno ball off the deflection. Jones brings it up. Totten looks to drive, kicks it out. And Hornkey is fouled again. That's Heron's fifth foul. Heron finishes with a pair of rebounds and a point on the night, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And Hornkey puts it in, 31 points. She can tie the Alverno single game mark at 32 with this one. It's good. Hornkey ties the Alverno single game scoring record with 32 points. Still 2 minutes to go. See if she can break that mark. Another turnover by the Hawks. And the clock failed to start. So we'll correct that. 1:56 will be put back on the clock. And the shot clock will be set to 25 seconds. Hornkey kicks it out, and a travel called on Edmonds. A mocking cheer from the Illinois Tech bench on the travel call. McKiska comes in to replace Hornkey. Heck of a night for Hornkey. 11 of 14 from the floor, 10 of 16 from the free throw line, 5 boards. Ties the Alverno single game record with 32 points. Outstanding night for the senior forward from Mount Horeb. And the Hawks fire up a three. Another deep three from Marin. All 3 of her threes have been well beyond the arc. 65-35, minute 20 to play. Cotton almost turns it over, but it's deflected off the Hawk. And the 20th turnover for Alverno tonight. $65-35. $1:07 left in the game. The hoop is good by Lugo. Fouled on the hoop as Edmond is whistled for the foul. Lugo will try to make it 3. Can't convert. McKiska with the board as Alverno brings it down the floor. Jones with the turnover. Steal by Marin. Drives to the hoop. No good. Totten with the board. She looks to push. Finds McKiska. Left side. Good. 35 seconds left. 67-37. So I'm sure with the next Alverno offensive possession, that'll wrap it up. Another deep three by Marin, no good. McKiska with the board as Jones will bring it up. But another Alverno turnover. 8.7 left in the game. See what the Hawks have in store. And looks like they're going to concede, and that will do it. Alverno wins the non-conference matchup 67-37 over the Illinois Institute of Technology Scarlet Hawks. We will take a quick break, be back to wrap up the stats, as well as a post-game interview with Coach Duckworth.
If you're a woman, right now you're wondering, is it even worth it? Let's start with, are you worth it? Well, even in the tightest of economic times, it's always smart to invest in yourself. When you do this, no one can hold you back. And on the other hand, if you don't believe in yourself, why would potential employers believe in you? As for, is the tuition worth the investment? Well, that's up to each school to prove. For 3 consecutive years, U.S. News & World Report ranked Alverno College in the top 3 in the Midwest for their strong commitment to teaching. Alverno's smaller class size and uncommon access to faculty make the learning experience feel exclusive and personal. Our approach builds a sense of confidence in every woman. It comes through in every interview, every presentation, in fact, every time you express yourself. Maybe that's why 92% of Alverno grads were employed within 6 months of graduation. So if you believe that you're worth it, we believe we can prove that we are too. For more proof, visit alverno.edu.
Division III schools offer academic scholarships instead of athletic scholarships. This really puts the focus that the student athlete needs to maintain that GPA.
I did receive a non-athletic scholarship upon entering school.
I got the presidential scholarship, which was huge for me.
I think there's more opportunities for academic scholarships in Division III. A lot of people pick schools just based on the sport and don't get that experience.
Being a Division III athlete and developing my leadership skills has definitely put my name out there and helped me get more recognition on campus, but more recognition nationwide. I did win the Jostens Trophy, which is based on leadership, academics, and then how well you do on the court.
I'm also the Schwartz Scholar of my class. Schwartz Scholarship is basically a scholarship that is given to a student who's identified as a likely leader.
And the end of the day, it won't matter how they play on the field, it will matter how they do in the classroom.
When you get your graduate degree, you'll receive a piece of paper, which is great if all you want is a piece of paper. But if it says Alverno College, you're looking at so much more than paper in a frame. You're looking at the achievement of someone who has a high threshold for being challenged. You're looking at proof of someone who has a focus and drive that is unyielding, someone who actually wanted to learn. Alverno College offers a combination of education and real-world experience unlike any other college. When you get a degree from Alverno, you're not just learning from books. You're learning to apply that newfound knowledge to solve real problems. After all, if you're going to invest in yourself, what you should expect in return is a graduate degree with the substance to truly alter your future. Alverno offers master's degrees in nursing, community psychology, education, and business, including an MBA. Classes are offered every other weekend and are open to women and men. To find out more about investing in you, visit alverno.edu.
Division III allows you to be able to give yourself to other things. Not even just participate in them, but really get involved with them if you want to.
There's a lot of interaction. It's not just sitting back, taking notes. You're actually doing hands-on things and better preparing yourself for your major.
Choosing a Division III school, I've had the opportunity to develop my leadership skills and to be more involved on campus.
Division III in athletics, affords students the opportunity not only to participate in intercollegiate athletics at a competitive level, but also gives them the opportunity to, engage in the other interests in their campus and in their lives outside of that sport and outside of the academics on the campus.
And to have opportunity to have time to join clubs and being able to play basketball, it allows you to just be able to do everything you want to do. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Are you happy with your job? For comparison's sake, I'm going to name some jobs to compare to your job. See.
And we're back. Josh Larson here, joined by Coach Brad Duckworth. Coach, wasn't pretty, but you got the result you needed. That was the W.
I think this is a tough game. We're headed to Florida here tomorrow. They're looking forward to that. And, when you just go battle in conference over and over and over again, this is an easy one to take a deep breath with. And, they played pretty hard tonight.
They did.
And I don't think it was our best effort, but at the end of the day, we won a 30-point game at home, so it is what it is.
No, you guys, the first 10 minutes, you guys looked sharp, really took care of them, and then almost coasted, but you could. I mean, you're up 20, 30 points the rest of the game.
Right.
Wasn't sharp after that, but you did what you needed to win.
Yeah, and I was worried about this a little bit, the hangover from Monday night, the overtime loss, disappointing, and, they're 19 years old, 20, 21 years old. They're excited to get on a plane and go to Florida tomorrow, and we're playing a team that we beat by, I don't know if it was 50 or 60 early in the year, so it's easy to say, it doesn't matter tonight. We're going to win either way, and you're right. We came out crisp, and then I thought we took our foot off the gas a little bit, but at the end of the day, we did what we needed to do. So, and then we got some minutes tonight, which was good. Everybody played, and our goal was to get everybody 10 minutes. We didn't quite get there, but, we had a pretty good night overall.
Two performances I got to talk about. Spearschneider struggled from the field, but she had 7 assists, became the all-time Alverno assist leader tonight, surpassing Jocelyn Binkowski. So that's a exciting night for Spear, although not scoring-wise. She distributed well.
Well, that's a neat Jocelyn, I had a chance to coach 2 years, and she was a heck of a passer. For a kid that, how rare is it that somebody leads you a program, the all-time leader in assists and rebounds, and that's what Jocelyn did. And for Kristen to come out here tonight and break that's a special honor and a special award. To have said you've coached the 2 all-time leaders in assists is fantastic. And Kristen, if Jocelyn was going to have a record be broken, I'm sure she'd wanted to be a person like Kristen Spearsnyder. A great person, a great kid, a great team person. She'd say, Coach, the record doesn't matter, winning a championship would. But, I'm proud of her. That's a neat thing to set that. And, couldn't have a better person be in that slot.
And the other performance you have to talk about, Jamie Hornke, heck of a night offensively, 11 of 14 from the field, 10 of 16 from the free throw line. She tied the single game school record. I'm guessing she was in there a little bit at the end, seeing if she could pull in front and hit 33, 34.
There's a sense that's a possibility. I knew what it was. That's the most points of individuals had since I've been here. Yep. The 32 were set by a player before I came, and Gabby Allen had 28, I think, twice. Yep. That's the first 30-point performance. Devin had 29.
Had it against Cordy Chicago at the other night.
She had 30. She had 30, okay. Yep. So, we've had 2 different players put 30 on the board at some point, and 11 to 14. She had opportunities. She had to make a couple of free throws, but I knew she had 32. When she got to 32, I wanted to reward her to get there when she was close. When she got to 32 in my mind, I said, I'm going to give you 2 possessions here, and if you can get it in these 2 possessions, Ken, and this is just Jamie. Ball goes into her, and she had a chance to shoot, and she kicked it out. And then, it's like, okay, you've done your job tonight. And at the end of it, I'm proud she had 32. I really wanted to get 33, but we have, what is this, the 9th game, so we got a long way to go. And I just thought, if she turns her ankle or something stupid trying to do that, I got to get her out. So she played 28 minutes, and she had 32 points. That's a huge, huge night.
So looking forward to the trip. I'm sure you guys will do some fun things, but you have 2 games down there, Randolph College and University of Dubuque. Coach, how do you think you're going to match up against those 2?
Randolph is a little bit of a mystery. There were, I believe they were 2-23 last year, and man, are they off to a hot start. I think they're 7-2 as well.
Best start in school history.
Yeah, us too.
Yep.
So
it should be a good game.
2 teams at 7-2. I've got a little bit of a scout on them. They've got a really good scoring guard. They're not bad. They're a good team. They're 7-2 for a reason, and their 2 losses are legit losses.
Top 25 loss, and
yeah, so I think that's going to be a fun matchup. And I've seen Dubuque live. Coach Knoll and I go a long way back. Coach Knoll was the assistant at Stout when I was the assistant at La Crosse. So, we go back 17 years. He's a heck of a coach, heck of a program, and they're a good team, and so are we. So the litmus test with them, they beat Edgewood by 10. We beat Edgewood by 10. That's our common opponent. I just think we're going to have 2 terrific non-conference games down in Florida. And, hopefully we can come out away with at least a split and be 8-3 and go into Christmas. But even if whatever, we're 9-2 or 7-4, whatever happens down there. I'm excited to take the trip and and play 2 really good teams that'll help us get ready for the second half of conference.
All right, Coach. Good luck this weekend, and have a Merry Christmas. If I don't talk to you before then.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And as I always finish with Rhino, now this is great because you're on here. For our listeners that hang on and listen all the way to the end, I always mention every night, and thankfully you can hear this yourself, Alverno basketball has come so far in 7 years, and it isn't just because of the players and the coaches. What you guys do behind the scenes, the radio on in front of the scenes, the live stats, the video. Parents are at home watching the game tonight from all over the world, and that's because of the terrific job that you do as a sports information director and everybody behind the scenes does. So thank you, and Merry Christmas to our fans, and you too, Josh. I probably won't see you till afterwards, so I have a great holiday season. We'll see you after
Coach.
The first of the year.
I appreciate it. That was Coach Brad Duckworth, coach of the Inferno, off to their best start in school history, now 7-2 on the season. The Hawks fall to 1-11 on the season. And let's quick go over some of the game's leaders. Alverno, as we said, led in points by Jamie Hornke with 32. Gorman chipped in 8. Barry with 7. Merceberger with 6, and Batava with 5. The Hawks were led by Capiano with 12. Marin had 9. Areola 6. Vieira 5. And Capiano led everyone on the glass with 16 rebounds. Gorman led the Inferno with 7. So we talked about Spearschneider with 7 assists. Marin led the Hawks with 3 assists. And three Inferno players had blocks, as Bartlett, Hornke, and Merceberger all picked up a block on the night. So we'll wrap it up here. Alverno, next home game for the Inferno will be in the new year. On Friday, January 3rd, they'll host Bethany Lutheran College. That's a 6 p.m. tip on that Friday night. If you get a chance, you can check out live stats for the Inferno this weekend. On Friday, they'll play Randolph College down in St. Petersburg. That's a 2 p.m. Milwaukee time tip. And then on Saturday against Dubuque, it is a 4:30 Milwaukee time tip. So this is Josh Larson filling in for Rhino tonight on the Alverno Sports Network. Thank you.